Hi there, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, let's be honest. English can be weird sometimes. Like, why do we say an hour, but a horse, even though they share the same first letter, but totally different articles? And we always say an umbrella, so what about a university? Shouldn't it take in two? And when do we use the article, the, and when not to use articles at all? These little things can really trip you up. But don't worry, we're breaking it all down in today's video. So stick around, and by the end, you won't just memorize it. You'll actually get it. And articles will finally make sense to you. Let's start with the lesson and break it down in the simplest way possible. What are articles and why do we use them? There are two types of articles. One indefinite articles, a, an. Two defiant article, which is the. Articles in English are small but powerful words that come before nouns. They help the listener or reader understand which noun you're talking about, and if it is something specific or not. When to use a or an. Use a before a noun that begins with a consonant sound, and an with a noun that begins with a vowel sound. Consonant and vowel? Let's first understand consonant and vowel litters. Vowel litters are a, e, I, o, u, and consonant litters are all the rest of the litters in English. So a with consonant, an with vowels. Examples: an apple. I have an apple in my hands, a bird. I saw a bird in the sky. An orange. He ate an orange this morning, a doctor. I need a doctor. But do we rely on letter in order for us to know what article should we use before a word? The answer is absolutely no. We rely on the sound, because it's not necessarily for a word starts with a vowel letter to sound vowel like a sound. For instance, I go to a university. University here starts with a vowel litter, but the word itself begins with a yo sound, not a sound. University. I still have an hour. H here is silent, so the first sound in the word is vowel. So we used an. A European city. An FPI agent. FPI. Starts with a consonant letter, but the sound itself not consonant. It's a vowel sound, so we use an in this situation. And a little tip from me. Do not even confuse yourself thinking about the first letter of the word. If you want to use a and an, normally in the speech, focus on the sound itself. Now that you've learned when to use a and when to use an, let's explore why we use them in the first place. First, when talking about something in general, non-specific. We use a or an with a singular countable noun when we are not talking about any specific thing, just one of many. I want a pen. Not a specific pen. Just any pen that works. She watched a movie last night. We don't know which movie, and it doesn't matter. He's looking for a new apartment. Any apartment, he hasn't chosen one yet. 2. Introducing something for the first time. When something is being mentioned for the first time and the listener doesn't know it yet, we also use a an. Yesterday, I saw a dog hugging a cat in the street. This is the first time I'm telling you about the dog and the cat. She bought a dress for the party. You haven't heard about the dress before. We met a guy who speaks 10 languages. First mention of the guy. Later, we switched to the because it becomes specific. The dog was so cute. The guy said he lived in Spain. 3. Talking about jobs or roles. We use a an when talking about someone's job, profession, or role. He is a doctor. She's an engineer. I'm a teacher and a voice artist. 4. Meaning 1 with large numbers. We use a to mean 1 when talking about big numbers or quantities. I need 100 balloons for the party. He gave her 1,000 reasons to believe in herself. They walked 1,000,000 miles, emotionally. It's more natural than saying 100 in casual speech. 5. Talking about frequency or routine. We also use a to talk about how often something happens. I go to the gym twice a week. She drinks a glass of water every morning. 6. With exclamations. We also use a an in strong emotional expressions and exclamations, What a beautiful sunset. Such a horrible situation. What an amazing voice you have. Let's talk about the. Unlike a and an, we don't use the for general things. We use it when we're talking about something specific or already known. For example, yes, I bought the car. This means both the speaker and listener already know which car is being talked about. It's a specific car that was probably mentioned before. But compare it to, I bought a car. Here, the car hasn't been mentioned before, and it's not specific. It's just any car in general. We also use the with superlative adjectives, which are used to describe something as the highest or lowest in degree among a group. For example, she is the most talented designer in the company. This is the best skincare product I've ever used. He chose the least expensive option available. We use the when there's only one of something, making it unique or widely known. For example, the moon looks especially bright tonight. The Queen of England visited Canada last year. He studied at the University of Oxford. Now that we understand when and why we use a, an, and the, let's explore the situations where we don't use any article at all. We don't use articles with most proper place names, especially countries, cities, towns, continents, or streets. Examples. She lives in Egypt, not the Egypt. I visited Paris last summer. He moved to Tokyo for work. But note, we do use the with country names that include words like kingdom, states, or republic. The United States, the United Kingdom, the Czech Republic. Next, names of institutions when used generally. We don't use an article when referring to the function or purpose of the institution, not the building itself. Examples. She goes to school every day, referring to being a student. He's in prison for theft, referring to serving time. They're at university studying law, referring to studying. However, when you're talking about the actual building or a specific location, we use the. I went to the school to pick up my sister. We visited the university campus yesterday. Common meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, etc. We don't use articles when referring to meals in a general or routine context. Examples. We had breakfast at 8. She's making dinner now. However, when the meal is described or made specific, we can use a or the. We had a delicious breakfast. The dinner last night was amazing. Languages and academic subjects. We don't use articles with names of languages or school subjects when used generally. Examples. He speaks Arabic fluently. She's studying mathematics. I love history. Uncountable and abstract nouns, used generally. No article is used when these nouns refer to general ideas or mass nouns. Examples. Love is powerful. Information is key. Water is essential for life. But when these nouns are specific, the can be used. The love they share is rare. The information you gave me was helpful. So we can use the with the uncountable nouns if we are going to talk about something specific. Like, the water in this bottle is cold. Unlike speaking about water in general, like, water is essential for life. In this case, we do not use the. The information you gave me was helpful. Information travels quickly in the digital age. We need to clean the furniture in the living room. Furniture can be expensive. The sugar on the table is for the tea. Sugar can cause health problems if consumed in excess. All right, friends, we've just finished exploring the lesson together, and I hope the explanation helped you see things more clearly. Now it's time to put that knowledge into practice. Let's dive into the questions and test how much you've understood. A word can spark a thought, an idea can change a mind, but the right lesson can change a life. And now, before you go, ensure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up if you found it helpful. I cannot wait to read your answers to the homework in the comments. I will be checking each one, and whoever gets them all right will get a special shout out in the next video when we go through the answers together. Share this video with someone who might find it helpful. Bye for now, and see you in the next video.
Embark on a journey through the stars of language, where every rule shines bright.